Hey everybody, Jim Neve here again. Today I'm going to do a quick video on a alternate use that I just thought of for my AVID CNC relay kit. So I converted over to the EX control system a couple months ago, and I ordered the AC relay kit that comes with that. Well, it's an extra part you can order. I got it, and I decided I really didn't need it for anything. I mean, I tested it out to see if it works and everything, and it's cool and everything, but I don't actually switch any of my AC equipment with it. My dust collector runs off of a sensor that knows when the spindle is on, so I didn't have anything else to switch, and I decided I could use those two output bits from the Acorn board for something better than switching some power relays. So it was sitting there in a box for a few months, and I kept staring at it thinking, I should find something to do with that. And in the meantime, I've been complaining about having to go switch all three switches on and off all the time when I start up my AVID CNC, because I have a kind of a utility box with pneumatics and stuff and the laser control, and then obviously I have my control box and my spindle control box. And so, every morning when I come out to use it, I have to flip all those relays on, or all those switches on, and turn them off. When I'm done, I have to flip them every time I want to switch Centroid CNC 12 releases, because when it loads firmware, it needs to power cycle. And I'll show you right now, but my switches are pretty hard to get at in here. They're kind of back to back and everything, and the other one's buried down here on the side, because I only have a 4x4 machine, and so these three boxes are pretty tight on here. So one day the two thought streams merged, and even though they say don't cross the streams in Ghostbusters, I did anyway. So the relays are for they can do high voltage, the 240 for the spindle and the 120 for the control in this other box. There's two relays in there. I thought, well, I'm just gonna get another power switch. So I mounted this guy on the side here. It's definitely overkill. This one's actually made to switch power, and I'm only switching 24 volts just to turn this thing on. But I got that to be out in front, just one switch. And let me switch the camera around here. So the other thing I had to do was add a 24 volt power supply, just a little board here. I got it off of Amazon. Doesn't need to be much output, because I just need it to switch the coils on this, because normally these get switched through the M20 or the M12 connector from the AVID control box. And in my case, I'm really just going to switch these relays with an external switch. So I added the 24 volt power supply, so it gets its incoming power from the input side of the 120 here on this relay and powers the relay, and then the 24 volt output goes out this connector to that power switch I just showed, and then back in here. So basically it's this combination of this little power supply and that switch just energized the relay. So now basically I've got a remote switch that turns on all three boxes at once. So I've got to button this up a little bit and mount it and see how it works. Okay, I got it mounted down here in the back of my machine, down to it's made to mount to the extrusions to the machine, so that seemed like a good spot in the back, down by all my power cords. Got that all tidied up. So now we just have the one switch up front here, and everything turns on. I just leave the power switches on my three boxes, and this controls everything now. So one thing I should note, if you don't want to use the relay box, this particular switch has three separate contacts in it that all get switched, and they're all independent. So you could theoretically do everything I did just with the switch if you redid all your AC wiring, basically, because you need two contacts to switch your 240, because it has two hots, and then the one contact could switch your 120. The only problem is this one's only 10 amp rated, and I believe the spindle needs, one or the other needs a little bit more. So if you found a 3-contact version of a switch like this, that was probably 15 amps, if you only have the 4 horsepower spindle, you could do the whole thing without using the relay box. But like I said, you'd have to cut up all your AC wiring and run it into here. But if you didn't have the box, you know, I can't remember, that relay box is like $200 or something. So this would definitely be a cheaper route if you wanted to do the AC wiring. But anyway, that's it. Kind of happy I found a place to use that relay box, and one switch up front is a lot nicer.